I've built up the iPad, I'm ready to go, and I've got some questions to read. This is episode 3 of season 3. 3. Cool, isn't it? And today we get some questions from all sorts of different users. And today we're starting off with a question from Mayday51. Q1, did you know that Chris Jarvis did a voiceover on Catchphrase during the 2000s? Yes, he did, during the Nick Weir series. And he left after that, and then Peter Dixon, I think his name is, replaced him during the Mark Curry era. Q2, did you know Hasbro Interactive published games based on Spot and Barney? I know they published games based on Spot because they were developed by Europress, which Hasbro Interactive owned at the time. And yes, for Barney as well, they made 2 games. One that used a plastic thing that you attach to your keyboard, similar to a Thomas and Friends one. And the other one was Barney on Location All Around Town. I wonder why they called it that, because there were no other games based on that, and I think Infogrames didn't want to have anything to do with the big purple dinosaur. Q3, what's your all-time favourite episode of Horrid Henry? I don't have one. All I say is my favourite would probably have to be like Horrid Henry's House Party and Horrid Henry's Heist from Season 2. They were pretty good episodes and quite exciting if you'd say so. If you've seen a lot of Playdays on my TV Burp series, who do you think's your favourite character? Well, I'd say I don't have a favourite character. I like all characters the same, but I'd say if I had to choose one, I would go with Poppy. I think that's the cat. The one who always says, "Doe!" like Homer Simpson does. 5, what's your favourite character in an episode of Dream Street? Well, I like the Gossips, because they serve as good comic relief, and of course, Hot Rod, I think his name is, the one who causes trouble. And I like Buddy as well, because he's basically like Thomas, but in pickup truck form. 6, what do you think is the worst reboot of a TV show? I'd say Bob the Builder was quite bad. Noddy Toyland Detective was okay, but I don't really have any bad reboots to say. Because most of them are bad and I don't really have a worst. Next up is a question from Simpsons Clips 24. He says, have you heard of Phantom Cat made by Cosgrove Hall? No, I haven't. Next up is 3 questions from Chels772 Productions. What do you think Thomas and the Magic Railroad sucks? Let's see. I've watched the film once. I loved it. But that was back in 2008 when I was younger. But today I'd say it's not worth watching. Because Britt Allcroft just listened too much to test audiences and cut a lot of stuff out. It's supposed to be 140 minutes, I think. Then it was cut down to 86. Oh, come on, Britt Allcroft. You could have done better on that. And that's probably the reason why she stopped doing Thomas, because of that film's failure. 2, have you heard of City's Amazing Adventures? Yes, I have. And yes, and because Richard Cadell hates it, then the master tapes were completely destroyed, and many of the episodes are lost now, because he destroyed the master tapes, and the only the only remaining episodes appear on VHS, which is lucky. 3, have you heard of Percy the Park Keeper? Yes, I have. I think I remember watching it once, and it was one of Hit Entertainment's first shows alongside Kipper and Brambley Hedge, and probably another show. Next up is 2 questions from Jack Williams. At least it's not 14 this time, like I said. 1, what's your opinion on Fireman Sam? Good show. The CGI version's quite good as well. Such a shame DXX Media has the rights to it now from Mattel. Oh, come on, Mattel. You're getting even worse than you already are. And 2, how would you rate me as a scriptwriter for Series 2 of Mayday 51's TV Burp? I don't have an opinion, and if I did, then I would probably say yes. Next up is 3 questions from Super Arrow Review 98. So, let's see. Do you think Bamboo Soft's Roller Coaster World looks like a terrible Roller Coaster Tycoon clone? Well, trying to put a PC-style game on a console does not work at all. Like, Bamboo Soft could have put the game on the PC, but no, they released it on the PlayStation 2. similar to Roller Coaster Tycoon on the Xbox. It just didn't work out well as the original PC version, which in my opinion is better. I've never played the Xbox version, but I'm probably going to buy and test it out to see if it's any good. It's just the game with the both expansion packs. 2. What's your favourite puzzle games and worst? I'd say, yeah, I like Tetris, I like Puzzle League, I like Puyo Puyo. Pew, I can't pronounce it right. I like all sorts of different puzzle games. Lego Alpha Team's one of my favourites. It's got a very good concept. And I'd say the worst is ones that rip off each other, like King's games. They're so repetitive, and King only makes them for money. And no surprise that they're owned by Activision. 3. What's your favourite Namco games beside Pac-Man? Yeah, I actually do have a couple of favourites. I do like Dig Dug. I like Galaga. And I like all sorts. I can't say anything more. And yes, I do like Rally X. I wonder if they can make a reboot. And I like Bridge Racer. And a couple of others. Next up is 2 questions from one of my good friends, Ben Bryan. 1. What are your favourite TV game shows? Well, some of my favourites are, I like Pointless, I like Family Fortunes, I like Supermarket Sweep, I like The Weakest Link, I like Millionaire, I like, I think I said I like Catchphrase, I think I did. I like all sorts, but Takeshi's Castle's my favourite. Because, well, basically, you know the drill already. 2. Have you heard of Fun Song Factory? Yes, I have. I loved it when I was 4 years old. Well, the reboot series that had all sorts of different characters, and that puppet who's called Harry. Yes, a puppet called Harry. Like we've never seen that before. Next up is 7 questions from Jack Howell. For once, he's finally changed his username from his dad's name which was Eric Howell, to Jack Howell. Thank gosh for that. Well done, Jack. 1. Do you like Franny's Feet? I used to watch it. I'd say it's okay. Do you see my TV butt continuities that I've done? I haven't, but I'm pretty certain it's just going to be another Superstar Comedy knockoff. Oh, just come on. Why is there so... Like, there's Comedy Gold, there's Comedy Town, and just some stupid ones. But those are just my opinions. The original Superstar Comedy, the original Classic Kids channel, the original Aaron ones are the true fake channel continuity. But yeah, I'd say yours is okay. What's your favourite scene from TV But Network continuities? Haven't watched them. Remember Animal Alphabet, Blue's Clues, Little Bill? Animal Alphabet, yes. It used to air on Nick Junior Classics, and yeah. Yes, I remember Blue's Clues. The UK version had Kevin Goodwalla, I can't say his name, who used to be on Challenge TV, instead of Steve and Joe. And I do remember Little Bill. Do you remember Walla Maloo on Tiny Pop? Haven't watched it. Have you ever watched UEFA Champions League and Buckley's Premier League? I hate football with a burning passion. Do you remember Captain Mac on Tiny Pop? It was originally a CITV show. Yes, it's pretty cheesy, but it's good. Next up is a question from Crow Cool Games. I've already mentioned he's friends with James. So let's see what he has to say. Have you watched Braver, Little Panda Fighter, or The Amazing Bulk? Well, they're all knockoffs of real movies. Braver's just a cash-in made by a company. Amazing Bulks looks terrible, and Little Panda Fighter is just a Kung Fu Panda knockoff. Next up is 2 questions from Daniel Russell, VHS Story Uploader 89. And he says, have you played Super Mario Sunshine on the GameCube? Yes, I do. I own it. It's just a bit too hard than like Super Mario 64, Mario Galaxy, etc. And 2, do you remember Fox Kids and Jetix? Yes, I do. Fox Kids, my sister used to watch that because it used to air Digimon all the time. And same goes for Jetix, because that's when Pokemon moved there, then I did remember it. Next up is 3 questions from the Justice is Back 2017 EDCP. Yes, a cartoon police member. 1, have you heard of a restaurant called Nando's? Yes, it's a chain of different chicken stores, I think. 2, what's your opinion on Nicktoons? Good channel. I only watched SpongeBob on it, though I don't really like many of the other shows. I haven't watched The Loud House, and it's my opinion if I should watch them or not. And 3, what do you think of Joseph Isted deleting bad videos out of you? I don't really care, to be honest. I don't like Joseph Isted, even if he did say sorry to Triple B 780. Next up is 4 questions from Aaron, and he says, 1, have you ever watched All Dogs Go to Heaven? No, I haven't. 2, do you think Crypto the Superdog should air on Cartoonito in daytime again? Probably. I did think that show was pretty good. 3, what's your favourite MGM shows and films? Well, there's Tom and Jerry, but that's Warner Brothers now. I liked Of Mice and Men, the 1992 adaptation. And that's pretty much it. And 4, do you wish the original series of Fireman Sam was on Cartoonito again? Well, you'll see what Turner Entertainment will have to do, because they should probably air the original Bob the Builder again, on Cartoonito, but they only air the reboot, and if they did, then stupid parents would be complaining, "Oh, Bob the Builder looks different, my kids are upset." Well, if I were to prove something like that, I saw a stupid review on Amazon about an earlier series and about Thomas Season 1, and this stupid parent said, "Oh, my kid hated it, Thomas is not cartoony." So what? It's supposed to be models, and the model series is better than the CGI series, in my opinion. Well, if you don't count Series 17 to present. So yeah, and last but not least is 3 questions from Thomas and Rosie, FTW, D's and Dudes, and FTL. 1, have you ever celebrated Halloween when I was a kid? No, I haven't. 2, who's your worst users? I don't have any worst users, because the phrase does not exist. It's just another term for bad users, and I don't ever believe in the stupid good user, bad user terms. And 3, are you excited for Thomas and Friends Big World Big Adventures? Not at all. I know this is going to be a disaster in all means necessary. Oh, come on, Mattel, you need to be better than that. The only reason why my theory is that the only reason why they bought Thomas and Friends is because they wanted to, just simply for toys. They ruined Trackmaster with that stupid Trackmaster Revolution garbage. They ruined Thomas Take and Play with the stupid dumb magnets, and at least they improved it with Thomas Adventures. And now they've ruined Wooden Railway with some stupid line called Thomas Wood. Just what the heck is that supposed to be? Thomas Wood sucks. Come on, Mattel, just sell Entertainment to another company. In fact, if they sold them off to Disney, then that would be really different indeed. It's alright, I'm out of here. Hope you enjoyed this video, and next episode will be on Monday. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.